It's very hard to imagine a bridge that was going to completely overshadow the existing bridge.
It's about 2 miles long. That cable-stayed section is 2,000 feet long. It's the first vehicular cable-stayed bridge in California. The towers are massive. Everything is massive.
We're talking immensely massive pieces of bridge componentry that is just enormous. I mean, it really does actually defy human logic at times. The gravity and sheer size and weight of what we're doing.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime project. When you think about this cable-stayed bridge and how complex and difficult it was to build in the busiest ports in the nation.
Being on your public tours, I've realized that saying things to the public doesn't mean the same thing I think it would mean. So I've had to translate it into, you know, it's this many elephants. It weighs this many Boeing 737s. Those towers are 48 stories tall instead of 515 feet tall.
I like being kind of on the edge. I kind of like pushing my boundaries, and so being at the top of a 515-foot tower, if there was a zip line, I would jump on it and ride it down to the bottom.
But a lot of people don't appreciate, I think, what it takes to support a structure like that.
We're right here at a site where they're starting to build the beginning of one of the columns that's going to support the upper bridge.
There's probably close to as much concrete and steel buried in the ground down to depths of about 200 feet, and that's a marvel in itself.
One of the days that I got to watch the contractor employ what felt like a virtual army.
We're going to be placing our pile cap here, Tower 17. We should have a truck every 1.6 minutes.
It really was a cacophony of sound to see that many people working that closely.
We did 3,000 cubic yards of concrete over the course of about 16 hours. That was very impressive.
And when they were all done, you got to see the basic foundation, how big the pile cap for the towers was really going to be.
You're talking about a footing that's an octagon, almost 90 feet across on a side. And in the middle, it's 18 feet thick of solid concrete. So when you're walking on the rebar, when you're crawling on the inside of it, the sheer magnitude of everything was really mind-blowing.
I'd have to say that standing on top of that plywood, looking down, isn't actually the scariest part. The scariest part is being in the man lift on the way up.
If you look at it from down below, looking up, you get the perspective on how tall it is. And then you go up above and you look down and the cars are this big. You get a much better feel for the scope and the size of the project.
That's the first impression you get when out here, is when you look around, you realize how small you are and how giant everything is and everything that we're using to build it.
It's a legacy for the entire team and the port.